Hello, this is János. This is my little channel, Real World Audio, and this is the episode where I'm going to introduce my room. And Kintaro is helping me with that a little bit. And okay, he's gone. As I said, he's going to help a little bit. That was it. So basically, first, this I'm showing you where I sit, and as you see, basically there's the sweet spot, but with my system, actually the entire viewing range gives you a very nice listening experience. So that's one advantage of having quasi omnidirectional loudspeakers, that it really doesn't matter where you are going to get an enjoyable experience. And often I'm going to show my workbench. I sit there when I work on stuff, like now you see my oscilloscope. Now I'm rebuilding the scope, and if I sit there, I do a lot of listening from that position, and it's superbly enjoyable from there as well. And oftentimes what I do, because when we go and flip sides and show the system, and right now this is what I see when I do music listening. I keep the screen up, but I also use my 2-channel stereo system for movies. And you see there's the projector here on the ceiling, and not just the projector, the Blu-ray player is also there, plus its dedicated electrical outlet, Ethernet cable, and the signal is going from the Blu-ray to the deck over there behind the Jean-Michel Jarre LP, and it feeds the sound to the system. So when that happens, you see there, that's the screen up there. So I can roll down the screen for movies, and when I'm not watching movies, then this is for music listening. And as you see, there's a picture on the wall, and that is not just there for beauty and aesthetics. It's a Ruan Manning painting, not the original, just a cheap replica, but it doesn't really matter. It really brings a lot of joy, and it's just beautiful to look at. Just a week ago, I made a little video about pictures at an exhibition LP, and this just reminds me of pictures at an exhibition. And it is really a nice experience that if I turn off the lights and I can just have some light just at the painting and listen to music, and I can have my pictures at an exhibition experience any time for any music listening. So actually now this gives a little bit of an idea how I am listening to music when I do, or to movies, but I haven't told yet that I do a lot of my listening from the floor actually. So what I do is I just sprawl on the floor, and actually I do that when I do movies, and then basically from there, looking up the screen just looks like from here, and it's like almost like the entire picture there. That's the movie picture, so that's the screen, and it's just awesome. Like having an experience like that, it's like the screen becomes twice as big as if I'm sitting right here in the couch. And even from there, from the floor, or from there, anywhere where I am, the sound is very enjoyable. And just like not too long ago, I put a chair right here. So I was sitting turned towards the side with my right ear towards the woofer, towards the cone, and my ear was right here. I was sitting here at this distance, and I was listening to Bach cantatas, and it was a fabulous experience. Now, if you would do that with almost any loudspeaker you can buy on the market, sit here with one ear turns toward the speaker, towards the driver, you would go deaf, or get like really, really excruciating fatigue within a minute of doing that, and it's just absolutely not doable. And and with the Bach cantata, when I did that, it was just an experience. It brought back very powerfully an experience that I had about 20 years ago, a little over 20 years ago. Uh, and Because then I listened to a cantata that was performed at a cathedral, at a church. And it was a real cathedral. And I'm saying that for all of my viewers who are in the United States. And here in the United States, most churches are just modern buildings, and they have the function of a church as a sacred building, but they do not have the acoustics of those churches that were built in Europe hundreds of years ago, when a really big part of the design criteria was how to create an acoustic space that is just truly, truly amazing. So, going back to that experience, I had this experience that I was in my university years coming home after an exam, which was in the late afternoon, and I heard that there was a chorus singing in the cathedral, and I just stopped at the front of the cathedral, and the door was cracked open a little bit, and I just stood there and listened to it. And as you know, in Europe, it's a huge no to go and bother a concert once it started. In the US, no one cares if just get and enter at the middle of a performance, whatever. Everyone is busy, nothing is sacred anymore. But there, I just stop there for a few minutes and listen through that crack in the door to see and especially to hear what's happening. And when I was sitting here, I had a chair right here, and I was sitting on a chair with my ear towards there, and the exact experience I had was just took me back to the time when I was listening to a chorus cantata through a crack of the door. It had the same effect to listen from here. So that's why I really recommend for everyone to experiment with unusual setups, with to have your room acoustics down, to have your speakers down. And it's not about having a perfect experience or going for some unpalpable or untouchable excellence. And who knows what the recording engineer wanted. It's all bad crap, really, because the only thing that counts is that the music is a powerful vehicle that will take you somewhere. So for me, the primary purpose of an audio system is to reach a destination. And when you are when most people think of audio, and you look at reviewers, what they tell about it, they just describe how the car is doing, and does it have like shiny chrome rims, and is it turbocharged and that kind of thing. But there's no word at all whether that vehicle is capable of delivering the subject, you, to where you want to be taken with the music. They are just objects of like fetishes that you look at, but not chariots, not your vehicles that propel you to the experience the beauty of life. And yes, with these speakers are not perfectly omnidirectional, as some of you have noticed already, even though they are largely omnidirectional, but that non-perfect omnidirectionality gives me the opportunity to have a range of experiences, because from there, right in front of the speaker, it just sounds as if you are standing in front of the cathedral doors and you have a crack at hearing what's going on inside. Okay, now I have noticed that I've been really wandering and meandering with my explorations here, and I haven't said anything about the room, just about how I feel myself in the room and what the system is doing for me in the room, not just audio but video as well. So going back to the planes of Earth, after this little introduction, I'm going to talk about the room itself, and I'm going to make it a separate video because it's already 11 minutes. So thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's continue with the real room after a click. Bye bye.